boys and girls. Come on in. Welcome to Mimi's Reading Corner. Have a seat because we're going to continue reading in our book, still talking about Joseph. In the land of Canaan, which is where Joseph was from, the deadly famine was making itself felt. Food was becoming scarce and people were wondering what they should do. Then good news came that there was plenty of food in Egypt. Jacob and his 11 sons were rich in silver and gold and cattle, but without grain, their riches could not keep them alive. So Jacob sent his 10 eldest sons to Egypt to buy corn. He kept his youngest son Benjamin at home because he loved Benjamin the best of all after Joseph was taken away from him. He would never allow Benjamin to go far from home, lest the same dreadful thing should happen to him also. More than 20 years had passed now since the 10 brothers tore Joseph away from their father's loving care. And during those years, the brothers had grown more thoughtful of each other, and they did not envy Benjamin because he was loved the best. They were kind to him. No doubt they often thought about the terrible wrong they had done by selling Joseph. Now, as they journeyed to Egypt, perhaps they remembered that merchants who bought Joseph were going to that same country, and they may have passed along the very same road. But unpleasant thoughts are never cheerful traveling companions, and the brothers may have tried to think about other things. They saw new stretches of country before them and eagerly watched for the first glimpse of Egypt. When they arrived in Egypt, things looked different from what they had expected. The fields were just as barren as those of Canaan. But they soon learned that although the famine was raging in Egypt, plenty of food was to be had there, for the great storehouses were filled with an abundance of corn. As everyone who wished to buy food came to Joseph, they also came. But the brothers did not know Joseph. More than 20 years had changed him from the mere lad into a full-grown man. Now he sat up on a throne dressed like a prince, and everyone who approached him with a request bowed humbly before him, just as if he were the king. His 10 brothers also bowed down before him, as the other people did. We're going to leave it there, but there's more. I'll see you next time, and until then, happy reading.